We're often asked, or I am often asked, how do hackers work? Why do they do it? And who are they? So let's just tackle that from that point of view. Who are they? Okay, well, hackers come in every shape and form that you can think of. There are some certain layers of hackers. There are the people who are trying, they're working out what to do, they're working out if they want to be good or bad. These are what we call the script kiddies. Now, they are anywhere between 13 and 30. And they are the people who are learning information, they're learning tactics, they're learning strategies, they're learning technology of how they can actually do things that they want to do. 90% of the script kiddies actually move into the IT security areas and go through that education process as well. The second group of people are hacktivists. We saw this significantly a couple of years ago when Coke changed their recipe and people didn't like it. And the hacktivists got on board, started doing all sorts of weird and wonderful things, and they started targeting Coke, saying it was bad, everything else. The third level are the really dangerous ones. Now, these are the nation states, and they are the criminal gangs, the organizations, things like Anonymous, shadow brokers, APTs. These are the people who are dedicated to cracking systems and getting into those systems. The fourth one is what we call the white hats. Now, the white hats are what we do. We use our knowledge and our targeted systems and our processes and procedures, our tactics and our strategies that mirror the bad guys so that we can actually test and make sure that our system, the systems that we're testing are not vulnerable to an attack from those other people that are out there. So what do they want? Well, specifically, anything they can get their grotty little hands on, if you think about it. You have access to some significant information, even if you don't think you have. You have intellectual property. Now, that intellectual property can be as basic as how you do business. And as I said, business across the world, every business is unique. How you do business is totally unique from someone else in your industry and how they are doing business. They're also looking for trade secrets. They are looking to work out what information they can steal, and that information then becomes something that they can then put a financial gain on. The second one is they're interested in information gathering. Now, we have this nasty habit, everybody has, well, 90% of people have, of putting everything on our lives on social media. And because we are putting our information on social media, a lot of people don't realize the security implications of what is happening. We've seen a large number of posts during this COVID environment where they've asked you some very specific questions about who you are, what you like, what you don't like, the name of your first dog, the name of your first house. Think about it, okay? Because those questions are the questions that are asked if you want to reset your password. So if they're targeting you, then there's a very good chance that they are using that information as well. The third one is you have access to money. Now, whether that is a credit card, whether that is a bank account, whether that is PayPal or eBay or your gaming systems, okay? Everybody has access to money in some way. And the last one is information about your clients, about who they are. More information is to the bad guys is really, really good because they can substantiate how they are going to target you and or target your clients, your people you know. The last one is anything about your technology. If they can compromise your SharePoint system, for instance, and they gain access to it, they can use that to embed malware in it, or they can use it in other ways as well. So why are they doing this? The bad guys have actually broken it down into a number of different areas that people use. So if I'm a hacker, I'm not interested in the botnet component. I'm not interested in the delivery component. I'm not interested in how I'm going to set up the email system. I am going to write my code that is going to work on the system that I incorporate along the line. So a hacker is not just a hacker. There is a collective of people who do individual things for a cut of the profit of what happens. So if I go off to the dark web and say, I want to do an attack, I want to do this, I want to do this, I need these 5 components, I need the mule who's going to take the money out of the bank and put it into another account as cash. All of those things are what we need. And because I haven't got the capability of doing that, then I am going to farm out what I have. 5% for you for making the email, 5% for you for giving me my target, 5% for you for getting my target system, 20% for you for the delivery system. Okay, so yes, I can make money just by coming up with an idea and getting the other people involved. The bad guys also use a lot of the digital components that everybody else uses. Okay, there is a product, and if you look this up, there's a thing called Google Dorks. Now, Google Dorks, if you do a search for it, will give you a list of about 1,000 ways that you can search Google for a specific thing. Now, that capability then allows them to get as much information about people as they can. My name is Roger Smith. I hope that this was useful. If you like it, please share it. Thanks.